Hey guys, this is Ray at PhoneArena. We're here at IFA 2014 and we're giving you a comparison between the Samsung Galaxy Alpha and the iPhone 5S. So the Galaxy Alpha in its 4.7-inch display is like a more compact version of the flagship Galaxy S5, and it is the answer that we think Samsung is offering to the up-and-coming iPhone 6 in its 4.7-inch display. But until we have the iPhone 6 here, we still think that a comparison between the Alpha and the current iPhone 5S makes a lot of sense, since you can see that both devices actually have quite a lot in common. So let's take a look at the designs of both phones. Now the Galaxy Alpha at its front side has that signature Samsung look, nothing really to write home about. The new stuff happens around the sides of the phones, where we have this nice looking and feeling metal frame here, so it kind of gives it a bit more premium look to the Galaxy Alpha. And on the back side there is a finishing which is very similar to that of the Galaxy S5, with that dotted pattern here, as you can see. So it feels quite warm in the hand and pretty comfortable. But at the same time, on the iPhone 5S, the construction is also pretty top-notch. Now, so this is the front side of the handset, and it's pretty well known. On the sides we have this nice, beautiful aluminum look, and on the back side you see that most of the rear cover is made out of aluminum. Plus we have these nice pieces of glass here just to shake things up a bit. So which of the two will appeal to you more? Of course, depends on your personal taste. But when it comes to their screens, now the Galaxy Alpha manages to fit a much larger panel at 4.7 inches versus 4 inches for the iPhone 5S. Resolution on the Alpha is 720 by 1280 pixels compared to 640 by 1136 pixels for the iPhone 5S. But since it has a smaller diagonal, we think that both offer you pretty much the same type of legibility. So both are very easy for reading text. In terms of color reproduction, now I can't tell for sure due to the specific lighting conditions right here, but I think that the iPhone 5S will be the phone offering a higher brightness output and at the same time the superior color reproduction. Of course, that isn't confirmed yet. We'll have to do some more in-depth testing, but that's just my first impressions here just by looking at the handsets. So things are also quite different on the camera side. On the Galaxy Alpha here we have a 12 megapixel shooter, which will hopefully produce shots that are pretty close to those of the Galaxy S5. It's a different camera here, so we don't expect it to be quite as good as that of Samsung's flagship smartphone. But then again, let's hope that it will be at least at the level of the iPhone, which has an 8 megapixel camera and is still very capable and very versatile as all-around shooter. Now, in terms of silicon under the hood, Galaxy Alpha features an octa-core Exynos chipset, so it's a pretty decent silicon, allows it to run very fastly and smoothly. Hopefully it will remain so when you have some accounts here, a ton of content and such kind of additional things. Let's hope that they won't cause it to slow down. The iPhone 5S has the Apple A7 chipset here. It's the first 64-bit mobile SoC, and as you know, it's very fast and runs extremely smoothly. In terms of OS, you know the differences here are quite big. Android 4.4 with TouchWiz, iOS 7, so much more customizable and much more advanced in terms of functionality here on the Android handset, in the sense that it's more open, it's more flexible, you know, you can do some untraditional kind of stuff, whereas on the iPhone 5S you get a more streamlined approach, more simplistic approach to the mobile operating environment. You have your grid of applications, still you have multi multitasking, but and a ton of very cool third-party applications. But overall, both are extremely capable. Naturally, with Android being a bit more open. So that, guys, was our first comparison between the Galaxy Alpha and iPhone 5s. If you'd like to learn more about it, don't hesitate to check us out at PhoneArena.com.